Most people want a full-sized game room, but the reality is usually a cramped corner of the basement or a garage that's already packed with storage. That is exactly where this 7-foot combo table tries to bridge the gap. It's a clever piece of engineering that manages to squeeze both billiards and table tennis into a footprint that doesn't require a massive mansion to house. The first thing that hits you is the look. It's got this sharp, matte black finish with chrome accents that actually feels like a piece of furniture rather than a cheap toy. It's not going to be mistaken for a professional tournament table, but for a family setup, it looks surprisingly sophisticated. Now, the real trick here is the conversion. You aren't spending 20 minutes fiddling with bolts or heavy panels. It's a quick swap, and honestly, that's the only way a setup like this actually gets used. If it were a chore to switch games, it would just end up being a glorified shelf for laundry. The playfield itself uses a polysealed surface that feels pretty snappy. You've got K66 gum rubber cushions that give a decent, predictable bounce, which is a relief because there's nothing worse than a dead rail that kills the momentum of a shot. The felt has a nice blend to it, and while it's not the high-end speed cloth you'd find in a pool hall, it's more than capable of handling a competitive Friday night game. One thing to keep in mind is the weight. At over 250 pounds, this thing is solid. It's not going to wobble while you're lining up a bank shot, especially since those L-shaped legs come with integrated levelers. That's a huge plus if your floor isn't perfectly flat, which, let's be honest, most home floors aren't. You get a full kit of accessories right out of the box, from the cues to the paddles and the net. It's a nice touch that you don't have to run back to the store for extra gear, though the cues are fairly standard entry-level sticks. If you're a serious player, you might eventually want to upgrade those, but for casual play, they do the job just fine. If there's a downside, it's that 7 feet is a bit tight for a full-sized game of pool if you're used to a regulation 8-footer. You'll definitely want to measure your room to make sure you have enough clearance for the cues against the walls. Also, while the table tennis top is a great addition, it's essentially a topper, so don't expect it to feel like a heavy-duty, dedicated ping-pong table. It's light, it's fast, and it's fun, but it's definitely a secondary feature. Still, for the price and the sheer utility of having 2 games in one, it's a solid way to keep the family entertained without sacrificing the entire room. It's a smart, sturdy compromise that hits that sweet spot between quality and convenience.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.